Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. I'm logged into my free-to-play account today to talk about what I'm going to do to get this account to pick up, to compete in high score challenges, compete in Coliseum, what's my choices, what am I doing about this key art banner, and the gem boards that are happening right now. So if you're new to the channel, which some people are, and they're dropping by and all they're seeing is my main account and they're just like, oh, look at this whale. Okay, I'm not a whale, I was sponsored. And before that, I was very cheap to play. Very cheap to play. But now that you guys see all those mountain jewels, you think, well, but it's not. But this is my second account, which I made specifically to help brand new people. And then it just became my free-to-play account because I'm not going to put any money into this game. And I'm going to see as much as I can complete to help you guys out on quests and stuff like that. I was doing that with my main account, but now that my main account has a whole bunch of jewels, people are really pushing it to the side and saying, well, no, you can't help us. You're a whale. Which doesn't make any sense, but that's why I got this guy here. I got Smelly. So Smelly, 189 days played, and pulls are very short. Like medals purchased with jewels, 141. So that means 14 pulls over 189 days. I've only pulled 14 times. Take that in, guys. And that's 5 pulls because of Illustrated Kyrie and 5 pulls because of World Final Fantasy medals. Everything else was just a lucky pull here and there. So what am I doing right now for this account? Because I think the best way to answer my comment section, instead of going to each person individually and answering the same question over and over and over again, a lot of you guys are asking the gem boards, what do I do? What do I do? This is the last day for these gem boards. As you guys can see, 22 hours. And the best thing to do, this is kind of a Keyblade thing too. If you go to your equipment section, you guys are like, oh my god, there's so many Keyblades. What do I do? What do I pick? What do I upgrade? Upgrade everything to 25. The easiest way to do that is complete all the story mode, get all the third objectives to get those shards. I believe it's the third or the first. I think it's the first or the third, I forget. But you want to get those shards. You're not going to see it on this one because this one's already too high. I think, yeah, mithril shards. There we go. So you want to get mithril shards. I got to do that on this account too. I'm very behind. But the thing for Keyblades, I mentioned this before, and this was a while ago, so people who are new are not really looking at my old videos. But what you guys want to do is ignore Treasure Trove, Lady Luck, 3 Wishes, and Starlight. Even though some people love Starlight, and I do see some good things of Starlight, but you guys can see it's my free-to-play account, and I passed the Fantasia Mickey B event, I passed Organization 13 events, I've got Zaldin B on this account, I've got a lot of stuff going for me on this account, and I've never touched Starlight. I barely touched these Keyblades. They're at level 20. They would be 25 because that's very easy to get. It's just I haven't fully completed story mode. I've always just like tried to pass as soon as possible to grab all the jewels. So I'm always ready to pull for banners. But get these guys to 25 and don't go any farther than 25 for these 3 right here because it's not necessary. The thing I did for my account, this was before. It's a little different now. We got Divine Rose here at level 28. I believe this Keyblade deserves to be at level 30 for everybody. Just because of that reverse slot has a 3.0. This will be replaced. Sorry, I hit the mic. But this will be replaced eventually. After Dark Maw comes out. I forget what the other one there's. But there's a reverse speed Keyblade that's going to come out. That's going to be way better multipliers than this Keyblade right here. But this Keyblade has a very good mixture of upright magic and reverse speed, and there's a lot of good upright magic and a lot of good reverse speed, especially for free-to-play players. So like right now, and I'll talk about it in a second, but the Union Cross, they're dropping classic Donalds right now and Maleficent Bees. So classic Donalds on here, really good, and then Olympia. So for me personally, on both my accounts, I focus on these 2. 25 was enough because of the 2.7 multiplier, and 30 was enough on the Divine Rose because this becomes a 3.0 and that becomes a 2.6, and that's been carrying me on my main account and this account for so long. Now, Moogle Glory, I didn't really touch because I didn't have a lot of good upright magic, but now that I guess Maleficent B is here, we can bring this up to 25, 26, or 27. But I didn't do it on my main account. I'm not going to do it on this account. I might start focusing on Stroke of Midnight because it has a lot of good slots, different slots. And then Sleeping Line, Counterpoint, and Fenrir. Plus, there's other Keyblades coming out. But the solid 2 that have been taking care of me this whole time, guys, has been Olympia and Divine Rose. So, for my free-to-play account here, I can't upgrade my Divine Rose any further without using some magic gems, and I really want that 3.0 multiplier, especially for my high score challenge runs when I use, it's not here, but when I use Zaldin B. Because with the 3.0, I do more damage, so this is going to be here. As you guys can see, there's a ton of like upright speed medals that are in the game. You can't see on this account. I thought it was my main account for a second, but there's a lot of them and they're really good, like Dark Riku, incredible medal. You got these World Final Fantasy medals that might be reprinted. A lot of the organization members have been upright speed, but not even that, even the magic slot, really good. So for this account, what I'm gonna do personally for me is I'm gonna purchase, because I got to be careful. If the Key Art banner did not come out, I would have purchased all three hands down, no question asked. But because the Key Art banner did come out, and now after that 0.2 Kairi and Axel EX can be around the corner, mostly 0.2 Kairi because she should be a mercy pull, I'm going to be very careful with my jewels. So I'm spending the 2,000 here. This is what I'm doing personally for my account because I know which Keyblade goes with my medals. And the best way to choose a Keyblade, guys, is look at what you pulled, look at what's coming out, and look at what you want. And it's mostly of what you have at the moment. That's the Keyblade you want to focus on, because as the game progresses, you're going to get more gems, you're going to get more upgrade materials, and new Keyblades are going to come out. So why wait that long and hinder yourself now? So you want to start making the Keyblade that's taking care of you now strong enough. And like I said before, you don't have to go past 30 for Divine Rose. Even this level 28 Divine Rose has been perfect for me. But now I have the option to make this Divine Rose level 30. I'm not going to do it yet because I use this account to really help you guys out. So I tried to make this count as weak as possible, but just enough to pass stuff. So I've been showing you how to pass events on this account with a level 28 Divine Rose, where my main account has a level 30. Which it does make a big difference, because again, this is 2.6 and this becomes a 3.00 multiplier, and that's what makes a lot of your medals really strong, is putting them on a high multiplier. And that's why I really like the Olympia. It's because it got a really good upright power. You put your best medal there and pure buffers, and that works out beautifully. And then Divine Rose, you put your best upright speed there and your best upright magic here, and then 3 buffers, and then you can literally clear so much content. But that's how I'm just choosing which gem board I'm getting, is because I want to upgrade this guy, and I'm not going to upgrade this guy. Like you guys, and also if you didn't know, if you click strengthen, it won't upgrade right away. It'll show you what increases. So you guys see here, this is the original Keyblade, and this is what's going to increase if we level it up. So this 2.0 is going to go to 2.1, this 1.8 is going to go to 1.95, and then the 1.30 here. You can see it upgrades. So if you don't like those upgrades, then just cancel it and look at the Keyblades you actually want to. Now, as you guys can see right here, 2.9 and 2.5. It goes up by 0.1 and then it's going to go up by 0.1 again. This Keyblade is really good if you have upright magic and upright reverse speed. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. Reverse speed medals. So you can do that, or just go onto the wiki. Just type in Google KHUX wiki, and then you'll see Keyblades. Click on Keyblades and there'll be the whole list there, and just click on it again and it'll show you how much the multipliers upgrade through every slot. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description to the actual Keyblade webpage, but that's the best way to do it. The reason I went through over this is because people have been asking in the comment section saying, I really want to see a good Keyblade guide. There is no good Keyblade guide. The Keyblade depends on what medals you have. Later on, yeah, there's going to be certain Keyblades that really work with certain broken medals, but there hasn't been mercy pulls, so we're not guaranteed these medals. So work with what you guys have. So that covers Keyblades and gem boards. What gem board do I buy? Do I buy gem board instead of pulling? If you're really close to leveling up your Keyblades to like the Divine Rose level 30 and you have the medals appropriate for that, then yeah, you go for those gems, because that's going to help you a lot. But this Key Art banner, I don't know what's wrong with my game here. My Wi-Fi should be fine. There you go. This Key Art banner though is incredible. Like, I mean, really good. Like, if you haven't saw my Lux rating video, I'm basically with Key Art Sky. I hit so much Lux. In one day, I made 400 million Lux. Not even one day, 2 hours. In 2 hours, I farmed 400 million Lux with just Key Art Sky and a friend medal that had the same traits on it. Even without traits, these medals are incredible, especially for new players or players who just need that extra kick. You guys are going to pass a lot. Even just borrowing a friend medal is going to change your game a lot. But for this account, Now that I've taken care of the gem boards, I know how much jewels I have. I got quite a bit of quests to still go. There might be a little bit of a spoiler here if you guys look, if you haven't been in the store yet, but right here, I still got all the quests. I think it's up to 650, and every 5 quests give me 250 jewels. And then I also got proud mode. Every 5 quests gives me 150 jewels. So I got that going for me too. Oh, I lost 200 jewels yesterday. I didn't log into my free-to-play account and I didn't do this. So I lost 200 jewels, but what are you going to do? I forgot. It's like forgetting to log in. That's all right, as long as I remember for this. But you also got a daily jewel challenge for 1400 jewels. You're going to log in every day. Union Cross has jewels in the boards. I think you get a total of 800 jewels this time around if you complete all the boards. I still got to do that. And then that's about it. So for me, I'm going to have over 30,000 jewels if I actually start playing this account more. Because, again, I do the bare minimum to pass everything, to pass the event, and then I just put the account to the side because it's very hard to play 2 accounts. If you guys don't notice, to complete proud mode on your 1 account takes forever. Imagine doing that for 2 accounts, plus story mode, plus all the events, so on and so on. Coliseum, you know what I mean. So that's what's been going on. This is my free-to-play account again, guys. So that's the choices I'm making for this free-to-play account. I'm going to buy 1 gem board, and then I'm going to do, if I have 30,000 jewels, I'm going to do 5 pulls. Because then that leaves 15,000 for Illustrated Kyrie 0.2, just in case it comes out. If Axel EX comes out, I'm going to pull once. If I don't get it, I'm not chasing it. Free-to-play accounts can't chase medals like that. There's no point. Because you're either really lucky on the first pull, or you don't pull at all anymore. Because then you miss out on banners like this, which guarantee the medals. So I'm definitely going to increase this count to 30,000 jewels by completing the story mode, doing my daily challenges without forgetting, and completing Union Cross. So I'm going to pump this up to 30,000 easily because I still have a bunch of proud mode quests to go through. And I'm going to do those 5 pulls. You guys are going to see that, but not until the banner. This goes for everybody. Do not pull until there's like 2 days left or 1 day left, last 24 hours. If you don't need it at the moment, then don't pull. I might pull a little bit earlier depending where the ranking that I get in Coliseum. If I make top 10,000, I'm not going to pull. But if I need a little bit extra kick, one of these medals guilted to make top 1,000, then I'm going to go for it. I was top 10,000, but then I got kicked out. I'm not stuck. I just stopped because I was like, oh, 9,100 place. I'll stop. I got kicked out up to 13,000. So I'm going to get back to that. But Union Cross, guys, there's one more thing I want to talk about. In my comment section, Discord, actually my buddies in Discord were the first ones to point it out. And then my comment section was just full of it. But I already made the video. And then I went to go to Discord, and people were like, oh, the new Union Cross Angry Adventurer drops Classic Donald, drops Maleficent Bee, Cheshire Cat, and I think that's it. Those 3. If there's one I missed, let me know in the comment section. But the 2 to really look forward to is the Classic Donald. Now, why is that so important? Classic Donald is still relevant, like as relevant as it gets. Because let's see if I have multiple copies here. Okay, I got 2 copies here. Here's my Classic Donald. It has Attack Boost 2 and Lux Plus. And here's my extra copy that I had just laying around. Now, what I'm going to do here to show you guys is that trade system is around. So if you get yourself a Classic Donald and you trade them, this goes for Maleficent Bee as well. If you trade your Maleficent Bee or your Classic Donald properly. Now, I know this one's fully guilted and it's boosted. I shouldn't do this, actually. I shouldn't do this because I might need this for proud mode. I might need 2 copies of Classic Donald to pass something. But basically, you want to do that and get traits. So because these are boosted, I'm not sure if the Union Cross has boosted ones or not. But even not boosted, this medal is still going to be relevant. Because if you get negative 60 ground or air, and you make 1 copy, and then you make the other one the opposite. So you have 1 fully guilted Classic Donald with negative 60 air, and another fully guilted Classic Donald with negative ground. You're gonna have a very strong single target medal for upright magic. And again, it fits nicely on Counterpoint and the Divine Rose. So if you do have yourself a Zigbar B or a really good reverse speed medal, Classic Donald, really strong reverse speed medal, lots of damage. So Union Cross is looking really good right now. They're upgrading it. They're not really talking about it. I really wish they put a notice saying, hey, well, our Angry Adventurer has these medals. It didn't say that, but Maleficent Bee, guys, you guys should be farming her and Classic Donald. Like, look for these quests well, not look for these raid bosses and go at it, because these medals are still really good. And if you have your own Maleficent Bee, re-roll it until you get -60, and then make another Maleficent Bee and re-roll it until you get the opposite -60. Because this medal right here, I believe because it's boosted, it's doing a little bit better, but I'm competing very well in Coliseum and completing quests with extra attack. Now, I would be doing so much better if I had -60. So, really excited to re-roll on my Maleficent Bee and Classic Donalds on this account and my main account, because these medals are still really good. And if you're new to the game, you should be farming these, especially when Meowjesty comes out. Farm those Meowjesties, farm those Classic Donalds, and farm the Maleficent Bees. At the moment, it's just those 2 magic ones, but they will make a world of a difference completing quests, completing Proud Mode, completing Proud Plus, and Coliseum. Trust me on this, you guys want to be farming them and going for those -60 traits. But this was mostly because a lot of people didn't know these medals were even in the game at the moment, farmable, but Cena slipped it in there and didn't tell anybody. It was kind of the same thing in JP. I don't think they told them a notice. People just played in like, oh wow, we're farming these event medals. So hopefully they continue this and they add more, but at the moment, Maleficent Bee and Classic Donald, really good. I'm looking forward to Hercules and Phil, to tell you the truth, and Meowjesty. Those 2 I really want to see, because again, if we get those -60 traits on them, free-to-play players, new players are going to have a very easy time completing a lot of quests. So that's basically everything. I covered what I'm doing with my gem boards. If anything, I might buy another gem board just to get enough, I think, because I can get a Fantasia Mickey Bee off it, but I can also wait. Magic brooms are not a big deal. I think it's under boost. Is it under boost? It's not under boost, is it? Is it experience? I have no clue where they hide the magic brooms. I'm a complete scrub, apparently. But the magic brooms should be somewhere. I don't know where they are. Are they evolve? I think they're evolve. Here we go. Evolve. So I can level these up if I use Fantasia Mickey Bee. If you go to evolve, I need... what do I got? 4. I need 1 more. I need 1 more to make a Fantasia Mickey Bee. So I might buy the gem board for the gems and the attack boost 3 max and SP gauge 2 and to get the extra magic broom. But again, I'm going to pull first. If I can guilt something in 3 pulls, 2 pulls, like if I get 2 bonds and they're both 3 orbs, or 1 2 orb, 1 3 orb, and I put those 2 together and I get a good guilt and a good trait, I'm good. Actually, on this account, I'm not going to care about traits. On my free-to-play account, I'm not going to care about traits. I just want to get a guilted version. And even if I don't get a guilted version and I do like 1 or 2 pulls and I'm like 2 Mickey brooms away, I might use my Fantasia Mickey Bees on that medal, because it will take care of a free-to-play account or a new account. Especially a new account, if you can pull and guilt it, you're going to have an easy time. You're not going to have to pull for a very long time, because you can just copy some medals and you get them guilted. So any medal you got will be a guilted version of that medal if you copy it. So really good. But that's it, guys. That's everything I want to cover. I don't make this video any longer. I want to throw as much as I can in there for new players, and also an update what I'm doing with my free-to-play account, because you guys have been seeing so much on my main account that it's kind of taken away from that. But I help no matter what, or at least I think I'm helping still. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.